Hello, and welcome back to Microsoft PowerPoint. In this module, we want to discuss formatting objects. And what formatting an object is simply just changing the object by adding or removing some of the object's properties. I'm going to go down to slide 6 in our slide deck, and I want to clear this out. So I'm going to click 1 and Control A and delete everything. That way we can start with a blank deck. Now, what I want to do is here, I want to go to Insert, and then we want to insert shape. And we try to, like always, to keep it simple. Let's do square, do rectangle. You take your rectangle, you draw your rectangle, and there. Now, in formatting, there are a couple of things we want to go over. First of all, I want to copy the rectangle. And there are several ways we discussed before about copying. I can either go Control D and duplicate. I can do Control A, and I can do Control C and V, duplicate, copy, cut and paste. Or I can simply hit my Control and click my mouse key. Or I can hold my Control key and click on my mouse cursor, and I can drag and have another copy of the same box, square. Do that meaning. As we talked about before, we can reposition them to where we want them to be repositioned. Let's go a little more here. I'll show you how we do line up later. And then let's go to another insert. And then I want to go to shapes. Let's do some arrows. Arrows. Just a simple arrow. Let's do this one. And then I'll drag my arrows. Then I want to keep the same arrow. So I hit the Control key. And move my arrow over here. And then let's do one more. Now, as mentioned before, I can also put text inside of the boxes. Mission. And then I want to do vision. Let's go with purpose. Let's see, I put that one in the wrong spot, so we want to take that one out of there. Delete that out of there. And then let's go with this one, success. Now, I know we talked about this before. Now, also, once you have text inside a box, when we talk about formatting the shape, you can actually format it. And then one of the things about formatting is you can actually format the text color. So let's do the text. And then let's make it just simple. Just make it red. And then, of course, you can do change the size of the text and the font of the text. We're gonna leave it simple like this one right here. Also, one of the good features of formatting is go to shape format. You can also change the background color of the object. If you hover over here, you can see where as you hover, you can see the changes. Use your drop down arrow, and then you can see a lot of different other shades that you can use and what you want to do if you want to change your color to something more pleasing in your presentation. But for right now, let's go with this one right here, a cool looking purple. Now, you can also, if you're in the shape format, you can do what's called shape fill. And shape fill is the same concept. Shape fill gives you additional colors. They give you theme colors, and they give you standard colors. So if you want to change your color here, you can change it. And let's go with this one. This with green. We talked before about the shape outline. And shape outline basically just allows you to put a box or an outline around your object. Let's put on something that we can see. Let's go with red. Now, also with shape outline, if we do shape outline, because oftentimes your outline is thin, so if you want, you go to your weight, and then you can change the weight or the thickness of your line. So let's go thick right here so that we can see it. Then this gives you a thicker line. Okay, now we want to change the shape. So you go to change and edit shape, on our shape, insert shape ribbon, and then change shapes. And then the shape I want is this one. So we call it a flowchart magnetic disc. And so there I changed the shape over there. Now I want to do, let's reposition these a little bit. And then I want to reposition my little arrow. And then I want my arrow to point down here toward me. And then let's resize the arrow because it's a little bit longer. And there. Now, so we change shape. And so we done, these are some of the things, and we're still talking about formatting shapes. Now, here's another smooth feature that I like. It is called the eyedropper. Let me go back to the colors first. On the colors, if you don't have a color that you want that is particular, you can select on the more field colors. Your more field basically gives you a standard colors, which gives you a pattern of a different colors in which you can use to change a color into your presentation. Let's go something that we can see. Now, when you click on the color, you'll see the new color and the old color, or the one that you're on that is current. If you click OK, then this color, your blue will change to this color. Let's go OK so we can see. And the arrow change colors. Now, if you want also, you have the option of more colors. What more colors does is you go to customs, and now you can pick a customized color. So let's say your company has a color that is customary to that company. You can actually select a color, you move it around and drag it, you can see. And once you have this color, I can take this arrow over here and I can go up and down, make it lighter or darker. And it does give me a really fine example of what it is I want for my color. And then if you need to, you can actually annotate these numbers here for your red, green, and blue to help you memorize the color, just in case you have to go back and use that color again. But I don't want to do that. I want to keep it where we are. Now, there's another feature that I want to share, which is talking about. Okay, now let's say I want to put a picture in my presentation. I do one of two ways. I either put a picture down here in the spot that's open, or I can put a picture here. So if you right click, if you go to your shape format, you go to shape fill, and then over here you go to picture. Then you get your drop down arrow. I want to do it from a file. Then the picture I want is in my pictures. And let's just do this one, for instance. Insert. And now I have a picture in my box. Of course, you can't read it, so I had to change the dialog, the color. But anyway, so this is how you do a picture. Now, let's say I want to go back to the eyedropper one. And now for here. Now, I click on the object that I want to change. I go into my eyedropper. Let's say my company colors are this totally awesome purple right here. No, not that purple. This purple right here. Then as you see, I click, now I change it over here. I can also do the same thing. Or if I want to change this color, let's change the color down here on this one. This color, I do the same thing. Shape fill, eyedropper, and put it here. Here. So now, if you know now they're all the same color, the same company color. This is what I have right now for formatting shapes. We're going to talk a little bit more about formatting shapes in the next module because there's more to learn. But we ask that as you do these things, that you kind of keep practicing and playing around with them. They're a lot of fun. This one is a little bit messy, but I just want to show you how we can do some of these formatting features. Until the next time, God bless you.